Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Check 53, Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. Carney. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line. 70, Indy.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
53 is the mic. Switch.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Kill.
Greystone travel.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Big River.
Back to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Running for it. Here's Anderson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short.
General West. I'm letting you know right now, you better. Yo, cheetah. Check. 53's mine.
He'll drop to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. X3.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Uzama. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 12-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Ready. Pilot, 64, weak. Man, I got you.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he will push forward and pick up the first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First down, Redskins.
Let's go, D. Check.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. This goes to Barber, the running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Second down, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now here's Ross. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now a give to Collins. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. We own it. We own it. Big Ripper.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We're scoreless after 1. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins. Gets this one to Hill. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot.
First down, Redskins.
Haskins now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Geis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's the 2nd and 7. Got a man open. It's Ross. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Space to maneuver at the 40. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Geis. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st down, it's Barber. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3rd down, here's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Get it. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. He completes it to Tate. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll look to throw here. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. They'll set up a throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On first down, it's Haskins. And this is Latimer, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Haskins to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. He wants it all for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Once again, it's Barber. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And Latimer's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. Throw left side, complete to Moss. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now Haskins on 1st down. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins, man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. They'll run with Geis. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards. On the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, 57.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 4 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A good, sustained drive. There in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They're running it.
2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Redskins scoop it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
25, check 25.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. DJ Reader able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They go play action now. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check pass. Get it.
Back to throw here. He's got Green. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 6 yards away. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Hey, that's scared. That's scared.
2nd and long. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw here. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 18. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
They'll set up a throw. That one complete to Anderson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Back to throw again. That's caught. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in. But with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, Barber.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
First down, Washington.
Check.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this is Latimer, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Whip. Watch the whip.
4th down. Here's Haskins. Got a man. That's Quinn. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Running with Barber out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And Latimer's got it. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st down, this is Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the Bengals 20-yard line.
You ain't got nothing.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
6 yards.
Haskins will throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now this is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Gets this one out in a hurry to Latimer. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Third down. Here's Haskins. They complete it to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Washington.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.